Hello and welcome back to the channel. Little change of pace, but still kind of Warner related. I've got some additional news on AH and JD and what's going on since, of course, the landmark case and the landmark ruling for JD in his favor, $8 million. So what's the latest? Well, as you can see here, Amber Heard has been accused of lying her entire life by a therapist. Let's find out a little bit more about that. But first, let's cover a little bit what's happening with Johnny. Now, it seems like Johnny's doing pretty well. He apparently just broke the internet online art sale and made millions. Fresh off his $10.35 million defamation win over ex-wife Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, 59, shared news of the sale with an Instagram pic of him sitting in front of 4 of his works of other icons. And I really like these, right? These are actually pretty interesting. So I think this is actually good art, and this is sort of a style of art that I'm not normally into, but I actually think these are well done. Now at #CastleFineArt, he captioned the pic, linking the UK gallery that then told fans the wait is finally over. We're delighted to announce the latest signing to Castle Fine Art is critically acclaimed actor, musician, and artist Johnny Depp. Less than 20 minutes later, the gallery admitted having such a rush of wannabe buyers that its website crashed. That's a good problem to have. As fans complained about being unable to access the sale, the gallery then tweeted that Depp's debut collection, Friends and Heroes, is now officially sold out. It basically, apparently it happened that quick. All 780 prints were quickly marked out of stock, with the sale making an estimated $3.65 million US. But let's check in on Amber Heard. How is she doing? Well, it looks like she just sold something too. Unfortunately, it was real estate. Now, not so bad after all, because Amber Heard sold her California desert oasis for $1 million, nearly 2 months after Johnny Depp won his bombshell defamation case against Amber Heard. The actress has quietly sold her California desert oasis, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom Yucca Valley estate. Sits on 6 acres of land in California. Property records show on July 18th, the home traded hands for $1.05 million. And it actually is a very nice looking place. If you like the desert, you can see this pic here. It does look like a very nice, peaceful sort of sanctuary. And I'm sure that she regrets having to let that go. But such are the way of things when things don't go your way, especially when apparently you've been lying your entire life. So, yeah, but before we get to the therapist story, I wanted to cover one last thing, because people continually, I guess they continue to question, is it true that Amber was really lying and blah, 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 blah. Well, let's look at the case, all right? The case is that the jury decided that this woman was lying, okay? And that's not me saying she was lying. That's what the jury determined. The jury determined that she was lying, that she did defame Johnny Depp, and they made a ruling against her. But there was some interesting stuff that came out in discovery that we weren't allowed to see in the trial, and this is one of those pieces of evidence, and I thought it was pretty telling, and I thought this should be shared. Now, this story about bruises on knuckles, to me, is a bit of a red herring, and I don't believe it. But there was something else in this discussion of it that I found really interesting. As both parties appeal the verdicts against them, information sourced from pretrial documents, which shows details that attorneys for each star had attempted to submit into evidence but did not get approved, were deemed inadmissible by the judge, have now been revealed. Renewed attention to the trial has shown a light on a tweet from a Depp supporter who claimed that Heard was seen with red knuckles when she and her then husband attended Art of Elysium's 9th annual Heaven Gala. And you can see here that this person on Twitter alleged that she had red, bruised, or some kind of bruises on her knuckles. I mean, it certainly looks like bruised knuckles, but then at the same time, as we go down through here, We see that it looks like maybe this is not the case after all. Perhaps that picture has been touched up. It says, however, the image shared on social media appears to have been manipulated, with the red marks touched onto the back of Heard's hand in the close-up, because we can see another photo where she didn't have marks on her hand. Okay. Further, amid the accusations of violence that the former couple directed at one another in court, no allegation was made on that part of Depp or anybody else who took the stand that Heard attacked him that day. But let's get to this part here. Heard and Depp did indeed attend the Art of Elysium event held to celebrate the Heaven books independently published by the nonprofit corporation. At the time, Heard was known to attend a number of Art of Elysium events with her sister, Whitney Henriquez, initially volunteering at the organization for 6 months in 2014 before going on to become a full-time paid employee. Jennifer Howell, founder of the Art of Elysium, was also once a close friend of Henriquez, with the philanthropist temporarily accommodating Heard's sister at her Los Angeles home. Howell first met Heard and Henriquez at a party following the Los Angeles premiere of Pineapple Express in 2008. Her relationship with the siblings has since soured, and that's what I want to focus on. That's interesting because I noticed when I first read this, the phrasing, Jennifer Howell was once a close friend, implying that she is no longer. Her relationship with the siblings has since soured, and she stated in a declaration related to the recent defamation trial that Henriquez had determined her sister to be the violent one in her tumultuous marriage to Depp. Now that is very interesting because here is another person saying that actually that story about Amber's sister stating to more than one person that it seemed like Amber was the one who was actually abusive. This has actually come out from a couple of different people. And here we have yet another. And I would also like to remind you of the story of Paul Baresi. And if you haven't seen that particular episode from Umbrella Guy when he had an interview with Paul Baresi, it's worth your while because Paul Baresi was a detective hired by Amber Heard's team. He talked to over 100 individuals. He traveled all over the world looking for anyone who could corroborate the allegations against Depp, that Depp was a violent person and that he had assaulted other people, and he could find no one. And yet, we do have other people who all seem to be coming to the conclusion and confirming that actually Amber was the one that was abusive. Indeed, we have a former spouse who claimed that Amber was abusive. So we have this detective that confirms that nobody could confirm that Depp was abusive, but multiple people, even people close to her, former spouses, and seemingly her sister herself, more than 2 or 3 people have come forward telling the story that actually Whitney related to them, that it was actually Amber that was abusive in this relationship. Just more evidence against her that, yes, absolutely, she was the one that was abusive in the relationship. So this video was from Rise Beyond Abuse, and this is a therapist's reaction to Amber Heard's interview on NBC on Dateline. And if you want to get the abbreviated version, here is an article. Amber Heard accused of lying her entire life. Therapist breaks vow of silence. Amber Heard has been accused of having displayed narcissism in her alleged lies throughout the course of her life. This allegation has been made by Angelica from the YouTube channel Rise Beyond Abuse. She addressed Heard's public behavior and claimed, "What I have seen throughout this trial are the symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder. I agree with the diagnosis of borderline personality disorder." Right here, she says she will stand by her testimony until she dies. Of course, the thing with narcissists is that they lie. What is the motto of the narcissist? Lie till you die. It has never been, it has been her way of life since a very early age. One of her defense mechanisms is to lie. She became what she became because of emotional and physical abuse. Before concluding, also, lying is second nature for her. It is a way of life. This whole trial has been one big lie on her part. Many of us, real survivors of domestic violence, agree on that. So there you have it. A lot of, I guess, in my opinion, additional damning evidence on Amber Heard. And the agreement and the consensus is, yet again, that she is lying. So there's the update on Amber and JD. JD seems to be doing well. Amber seems to be spiraling. And I guess we could just say karma. What goes around comes around. So if you want to continue to smash the vile lies and the narrative of people like AH, then please smash the like, subscribe, and share buttons, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day.